For all the latest updates, subscribe to News9.
Civil Aviation Ministry has mandated all the crew members who come in direct contact with COVID-19 patients to go under 14-day home quarantine. DGCA has issued a circular to all the crew members of flights to follow the revised guidelines. The risk assessment for the crew shall be done by the concerned airline's doctor, and the crew shall be advised for testing as per ICMR guidelines. Whether the crew should be subjected to 14 days home quarantine or not shall be based on the said risk assessment. DGCA also directed the crew members to download Arogya Setu app to safeguard themselves from COVID-19 pandemic. The Civil Aviation Ministry has further advised the airlines to ask its concerned doctors to check the cabin crew members. The Health Ministry had earlier directed the carriers to decide whether home isolation should be made mandatory for the crew members. The aviation circular came in the wake of increasing COVID-19 cases in the country. The Air India management has instructed the crew members to wear PPE kits while operating the flight. The management has also clarified that there won't be any catering services in the flights. Air India has further revised certain guidelines to be followed by the crew members. If there is a breach of PPE of a crew member while undertaking an activity close to COVID-19 passenger, they have to undergo 14-day home quarantine. If a cabin crew member tests positive for COVID-19, then rest of the members should undergo 14-day home quarantine. Cockpit crew members are not liable for home quarantine unless one of them tests positive. All the staff members should follow necessary protocols. Earlier, Civil Aviation Ministry had issued a circular on March 23rd. The circular had stated that all crew members should be put under home quarantine if one of them had come in contact with a COVID-19 positive patient. As per several reports, the new move by the DGCA is expected to bring a sigh of relief to the airlines. Due to the earlier guidelines, the airlines had to deroster a large number of crew members from time to time. Recently, an Air India pilot tested positive for COVID-19 despite receiving a negative report. The pilot tested positive after landing a flight in Sydney from Delhi. The pilot and crew members are placed under home quarantine following the test results. India resumed its domestic flights on May 25th after a gap of 2 months due to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, international flights continue to remain suspended in the country.